Before there's a price, before there's due diligence, before there's a lawyer, a lender, or a contract, there's a moment where someone decides, I'm actually serious about buying a business. That decision is everything. Most people say they want to buy a business. What they actually mean is, I like the idea of owning a business. They are not the same thing. Buying a business is not a hobby. It's not browsing. It's not entertainment. It's a commitment to deal with problems you didn't even think of and you didn't create. So the question is, are you buying cash flow or responsibility? Some businesses pay you. Some businesses need you. If the business only works when you're there every day, making decisions, solving problems, holding things together, you didn't buy a business. You bought a new job without benefits. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't lie to yourself about what you're actually buying. So the question really becomes, how much chaos can you actually tolerate? Every business is going to have problems. They all are. The question isn't if, it's when and which ones. Some problems are predictable, some are constant, some are emotional, some are structural. If you don't know what kind of chaos you can live with, you'll buy something that slowly just wears you down and beats you down. That's not bad luck, that's just a mismatch. So then you have to ask yourself, are you buying something that works or something that you hope to fix? Working businesses, they're boring. They're repetitive, they're stable, they don't give you a rush. Broken businesses are exciting. They promise upside. They make you feel smart. They flatter your ego. Most people confuse excitement with opportunity. But opportunity is pretty freaking dull. Other thing is, do you know actually how value is going to get created? This is where people are confusing themselves. They say, I'll grow it. I'll improve things. I'll make it better. How? How are you going to do that? What's the lever? Is it pricing? Is it retention? Process? Cost control, distribution, how are you going to fix it? If you can't explain that lever clearly, you're not buying a business, you're just hoping for something good to happen. Hope is really expensive. Before you go any further, you need to know what kind of buyer you are. Not what you want to be, not what you hope to be, what you actually are. So if you're an investor, you're buying cash flow. You want predictability. You want systems that work. You don't want to be needed every day. If you're an investor and you buy something that needs constant attention, you're going to resent it and eventually hate this thing. If you're an operator, you're going to buy responsibility with an upside. You want control. You want involvement. You want decisions. That's fine if you admit it. What kills operators is pretending they'll step back later. Later never comes. Now, the fixer buys problems on purpose. They see inefficiencies and think, I can fix this. I can do this better. Sometimes they can. A lot of times the problem is deeper than it looks because you're not the smartest one in the room. Fixing works when problems are mechanical. It fails when they're cultural. Cheap doesn't mean easy. Now, a lot of the businesses don't come from bad businesses in general. They can, but not a lot of them. They come from the wrong person buying the wrong situation. An investor buys an operator business. An operator buys a fixer project. Fixer buying something that doesn't want to change. That's how money goes away quickly. So you probably should say this out loud. I'm buying a business as a blank, and my edge is blank. If you can't fill in both blanks, just stop. You don't have a strategy yet. You have a vibe, okay? Vibes don't survive payroll. Now, the next one in the series of how to buy a business, we're going to talk about how the buyers actually start looking, not browsing, not scrolling. What changes once you finally made the decision that you're going to buy a business? Because buying a business doesn't start with the deal. It starts with clarity. You have to know what you are and what you want. Let's go. I'll see you in a week.